All right, now we're moving on to our next segment, which is one of our favorites here on the Ladies Takeover show, which is NFL drama. So, funny enough, some of that drama is similar stories from the last few weeks. So,
Mhm.
one of those is I don't know if you're aware, but last week we mentioned that Antonio Brown barricaded himself inside his house and wouldn't come out to face arrest. Apparently, that is ongoing. Now the reason is because it's a misdemeanor, so police are not going to go in, bust down doors because it's not like a federal crazy charge. And so they're waiting him out. So there you have it. Antonio Brown is still in his house. I'm calling it a house, but we know he lives in a mansion. But still,
Right.
he's in his house. He won't come out, and the police are just negotiating, trying to get him to get out, and waiting him out to see if he'll get bored of waiting. But I don't think so because people have been paying attention to social media.
Mm.
He continues to post photos of women that look like Giselle because it did come out that the
Yep.
lady that was in that photo wasn't Giselle.
Mm.
Right.
But
But he.
still, even though he hasn't come out of his house, he still likes posting photos to social media, alluding to being in bed with Tom Brady's wife. Yes, he's still in his house. Yes, Anthony.
Yeah, he's still there.
He
He's
is
got a big
still there.
pantry.
Yeah, so he's still there. He hasn't come out. And Sean, good pick. I like Chris Olave. I like the kid. I think he's balling out. I
Mhm.
can't wait to see him do more. I actually do think he's really talented. He was a good pickup for the Saints, Nicole.
Yes.
Um, but
Very
yeah,
good.
so that is the continued NFL drama. Antonio Brown won't come out of his house.
It, and then we have the ongoing drama with Dan Snyder as well.
So that's also continued.
Mhm.
So the House committee, they went to to the congressional committee. They actually found fault. Again, not players, not coaches, not just Dan Snyder, but the NFL. So it's getting sticky, guys, because in the 72-page report, they said that the NFL actually hid and covered up or
Mhm.
didn't actually do their due diligence and handle the situation when those allegations came up and when people, all that Snyder thing blew up a few seasons ago. They're actually saying that the NFL did nothing, tried to conceal it, covered up, make it away, and didn't actually proactively do anything. So again, the drama continues with that. I'm sure we'll hear more as the days go on,
And
but
it
just
came out that they
let's put that
leaked
out there.
the Gruden emails as well.
Right. So they're saying, yeah. So they're saying Dan Snyder was the one or his team or whoever's around him were the ones that leaked the Dan Gruden emails. So that drama continues. I'm sure we'll hear more as the articles come out, reports come out. But again, I wanted to make sure people know that the
Mhm.
drama is with Dan Snyder and the NFL, and the
Mhm.
drama is not with the players, the coaches, and the fans. Just want to make sure everybody knew that. But that story does continue, and that's kind of what keeps popping up. But the NFL is also in trouble, so it's not just Dan
Mm.
and his team of cohorts.
Whatever happens, in the ocean, how those things wash up on shore, same thing.
Yep.
Good analogy.
Mhm. It'll be
Ooh. I don't know who you are
interesting.
new here, love it, but I'm glad you love it here. And I'm glad to have a new member watching.
Yay,
We
Nikki
welcome
Mays.
everybody.
Yes, we do.
Ooh,
I
okay.
would love, I would love if you're. Oh, that's gonna happen. I'm
So
sure a lot of people would love that.
yeah, so that's kind of the drama right now. It was a low news week in the NFL. That's pretty much it. That kind of came up. Antonio Brown's continuing, drama there, and Dan Snyder. That's kind of all that's kind of popped up. I guess an ongoing drama might be, you know, what happens with the Rams and their starting QB situation.
Mm,
So I guess it's more concerned than drama, but the reason, that Matthew Stafford hasn't played is since he got that concussion. And they're not really sharing too much. The fact that it's been weeks now and he's not back on the field has people concerned and questioning, like, why isn't he playing? Like, how extensive is the injury? Is it from previous years? We know he's been in the league a long time and he's suffered other concussions, other hits to the head. and the fact that he hasn't been able to start, and that's so bad that the Rams had to pick up Mayfield when he was cut from the Panthers, makes me leery and actually worry for Matt Stafford and his future in the NFL. And so I did want to bring that up. And what do you guys think out there in the football world? What do the fans think?
Mhm.
I do think it's a thing of concern that he's not playing anymore, and it's been weeks now, and that they signed Mayfield. Remember that he was dropped by the Panthers, and they signed him right away as soon as he was available. So that makes me question, Matt Stafford's and what his future might be just in general. So what do you ladies think about that?
Go ahead, Nicole.
I mean, I think that it'll be quite interesting to see. Actually, ironically, Stafford is an actual QB that I knew way back when, of like me just getting into football. So he's been in the league for quite some time. He was with Detroit, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and now he's with the Lambs. Maybe or Rams. Sorry, I was going to say Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Rams for him more so.
Right.
But yeah, I hope that he's okay. Um, it's weird when we don't hear anything. It's weird because we hear a lot of all the time. So that is weird.
I feel very bad for him because they just signed him to a pretty decent extension out there after he won his Super Bowl. And I really pray for him that his head is okay and that he can return to the field. But like Delilah said, it's very rare where you see them just go out and start signing a player that has been cut from his team. If things are more severe and more damaging, then they're letting us know. So, I'm not a big Stafford fan, but my prayers are with him. And my prayers are with the doctors looking over him that they don't release him too soon. And that with everything that went on earlier in the year with Tua Tungalova, that with all that, that they are really looking out for these players and their health now, and they're not going to do anything to cause permanent damage. So
Yeah.
I wish him the best. I pray for him, and I hope number 9's back on the field, if not for the Rams, but for our lovely Cat Hughes, who loves and adores Matt Stafford and predicted his Super Bowl win last year. So,
Yeah, she did.
yes, she did.
She did.
So, if for anything, Cat, I want him back for you.
Yeah. And Nicole, I don't know if you know this, but yeah, she made a bold prediction. She said that does that make me crazy during our OG show, Janae and Sean's original show.
Oh, cool.
And she made that bold prediction way in the beginning of last year, and people thought she, what? Like they really thought she was crazy, but she predicted it.
Yes, she
Hey,
did.
go Kate.
And then, oh, you're welcome. And then she's predicted that her cousins might win a Super Bowl this year. So,
oh no, she was right last year.
Yep. So
Cat,
she's.
are you on a
Cat,
run right now?
Cat called the Vikings prediction of a Super Bowl this year. I heard her
Yeah.
on a show. So we'll see if Cat has a sixth sense about Super Bowls. We'll be going to her for all our predictions.
I will for sure.
Yes.
If she gets this one right, Cats, I will be like, I want to make some money.
Cat, if you're out there, put the vibes out for the Saints to get Peyton Manning on our team.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that right now. It led into the fact that we were concerned about Matthew Stafford. So something of a drama, more serious, not like drama like haha, but more like he hasn't been back in weeks. They're not really forthcoming, or he isn't forthcoming with his injuries and what his status of coming back is. And we did see it as concerning that they did snap up Stafford off the waivers that quickly and sign him to the Rams. And so what does that mean for the future of Matthew? And can he get back out there? And we just want to make sure he's okay. We just want to make sure we're praying he's okay. I feel like he's going to take this serious. Last year, Ash, our former co-host, who we hope comes back to the show, she talked about, and Kat talked about the fact that his wife had a really serious brain illness that happened out of nowhere, and she needed a brain surgery, and all these things happen. And so I feel like them as a couple and as a family take brain injuries more serious, maybe because of what they went through. And so I hope that he's okay. But yeah, I do wonder if he, if he retires after this season, and if we hear, if we're going to hear him go up there and say he can't play football anymore. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I do find the timing, which is why I brought it up, questionable. Of as soon as Baker was available, the Rams were like, we got to sign this guy. And right, exactly. Thank you, Kat. I knew you came and kind of explained some of her behavior, because people were making fun of her, and I appreciate you, Kat, because you're a very kind person. And people were making fun of her erratic behavior, and you explained why some of her behavior might be a little different because of what she went through. And so, again, Matt, I hope you're okay. And so we'll see. I'm sure we'll hear more down the line. But yeah, just wanted to bring up. So what do you guys think about out there? What do you think about Matt? Tell us anything about the stories, the drama we brought out. What do you think? Is Antonio Brown ever gonna come out of his house and face arrest? Will we see Matt play again? Or is this his end of his year? And what do you think? What do you think is gonna happen with the NFL's parts in the Dan Snyder cover up? Because we have to recognize that they were also part of that whole mess. So yeah, share your thoughts, and I guess we will see what happens with these stories as they develop. Maybe we'll have more information next week during our ladies show.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.